The most important part in statistical inference is that how to choose which test you have to perform. That is one question. If it is not given in the question that you perform this test, that test. Okay. See, there are four tests actually we are going through: Z test, T test, chi-square test, F test. So first point I am discussing, if it is not given, means if the distribution is not given in the question and simply it asked to solve. Okay, then what to do? Then we have to see few points. Okay, here, like if there will mention that the data are normally distributed, okay, or something, or normally spreaded, okay, or it has normal distribution, like that. If phrase are there, so that will give some hint that we will apply Z test. Okay, then thing is that used for judging significance of several statistical measures, particularly mean. Okay, when it will be asked to find out or to get the mean of the distribution, means you have to test for mean. You test for mean, then only, then also we can think of Z. Okay, when all these properties will satisfy, we can do that. Another thing is that there is a connection between T distribution and Z distribution. How to know what is the connection? You see, it is used even when binomial distribution or T distribution is applicable, with a condition that such a distribution tend to normal distribution when n becomes large. Okay, if you remember, for T distribution we should have a small sample size. Sample size means number of data points or number of data. Okay, if number of data is too large, okay, and what happens, distribution tend to normal distribution, then also we can apply Z test. So always remember this normal distribution is the key role, okay, for Z test. Okay, and we are investigating or testing the mean value of the distribution. Okay, so if we are doing that, then we can use Z test. Or here also you can see, typically it is used for comparing the mean of a sample to some hypothesized mean for the population in case of large sample or when population variance is known. So this last line will summarize everything where you will apply Z test. I hope you are understanding. If if no information given that which test you have to perform, actually what happens, problem will be there, like total population will be there. Okay, for a given survey or for a given problem there are plenty of data, so we cannot use plenty of data and investigate or all of the data. Think about the population of your state, Andhra Pradesh, let it be population of Andhra Pradesh. Each and every person you cannot visit and ask some questionnaire and you will get some observation. No, it's not possible. So what happens? You should ask few people, okay, few person, means you take a sample out of the total population and then you study. Okay, so you see the sample mean and then using the distribution table, okay, you can compare your mean based on that rejection region and acceptance region. Okay, you will decide whether your null hypothesis is correct or not. Null hypothesis means it is like some hypothesized mean that we are discussing. Okay, so that is the thing. Now what are the procedure and all that we are going to see, means how to test if we have data. Okay, you see these are the formula. Okay, like for Z test you see this case 1 is Z test we are doing here. Normal population, population is infinite, sample size may be large or small, variance of the population is known. If variance is known, Okay, and we are comparing the mean. So what to do? This mu h0 is null hypothesis that we have set. Okay, now we have to calculate one value, z value. We are doing z distribution, so we will calculate z value using hypothesis, null hypothesis. Then we will compare that z value with the tabulated value. Tabulated value means z distribution. Okay, so z equal to x bar, that is mean, minus hypothesis mean, whatever we have taken, divided by sigma by square root of n. N is number of data point, size of the population. Okay, so you have to calculate this thing. I hope it is clear. And if it is population is finite, for this case we have this formula. Okay, clear? As some problems are there, so similar way we will go. Let's see. A medicine production company packages medicine in a tube of 8 ml. Okay, in maintaining the control of the amount of medicine in tubes, they use a medicine. To monitor this control, a sample of 16 tubes is taken from the production line at random time in interval, and their constants are measured precisely. The mean amount of medicine in these 16 tubes will be used to test the hypothesis that the medicine is indeed working properly. So that means how many tubes? First you have to see 16. So sample size n is 16. And you see, package medicine in a tube of 8 ml. 8 ml is the average. Okay, 8. So we will see either greater than 8, less than 8, or 8. So 8 is given, so we can take null hypothesis as mu equal to 8. If not 8 ml, then this is the alternate hypothesis. So if another question I am telling, another information I am giving, that alpha, if there will be nothing information or no information given about the level of significance, so you take alpha as 0.05, means 5% level of significance. Okay, so if you do that, then what happens? From the table I have already discussed how to see the table from their level of significance and degree of freedom. Degree of freedom is n-1, sample size is 16, so n-1 is 15. So for 15 degree of freedom, alpha, that is 0.05 level of significance, we have to find out the point, the value from the table. So the tabulated value is 1.96. Okay, but we have to find the z. From our sample we have to find out the z value. So that we are going to find through this formula. You see how we are finding. X bar mean is 7.89, n is 16, sigma is 0.2. So those things if you do, we are getting minus 2.20. So when positive or negative, whatever comes, you take the modulus of that. So 2.20 is coming, but 2.20 is greater than the 1.96. That means if it is greater than that, means 1.96, here it will lies. Okay, this region. So this is the level of this is the rejection region, and inside the hollow one is your acceptance region. So Z lies in reject region or region of rejection. Okay, so that means whatever we have taken our H value, that will be rejected now. So we have taken 8 mean, so that will be rejected. So we conclude that mu is not equal to 8 and recommended that the medicine be adjusted. That means whatever medicine we are packing in that box, 8 ml it should be, but we concluded from the test that the machine is not giving or filling the medicine properly. Properly means it's not giving 8 ml, maybe less or maybe more. So that means we need to maintain the machine and we can adjust in such a way that it will give correct measurement and correct filling. Okay, so that is the idea actually. So how to use formula and what those things.